Something significant just shifted in the digital advertising landscape, and if you're not paying attention, you might miss exactly what it means for the future of how brands reach consumers. OpenAI has officially opened ChatGPT's advertising infrastructure to a self-service platform, allowing marketers and businesses to purchase ad placements directly within the ChatGPT ecosystem. No intermediary, no lengthy sales negotiation, just direct access to one of the most engaged AI audiences on the planet. This is a pivotal moment, and it deserves serious scrutiny. Let's start with the mechanics of what's actually happening here. OpenAI is building out a self-serve ad buying system. Think of it structurally similar to how Google Ads or Meta's Business Manager operates, where advertisers can log in, set budgets, define targeting parameters, and place their messages inside ChatGPT's conversational environment. That last part is critical. This isn't banner advertising on a website. This is advertising woven into a dialogue, into a conversation that users increasingly trust for research, decision-making, and even emotional support. The context here is fundamentally different from anything that came before it. Now here's where the analysis gets genuinely interesting. According to reporting from Digiday, OpenAI is deliberately and consciously saying no to search budgets for now. What does that mean? It means they are not positioning ChatGPT as a competitor to Google search advertising, at least not yet. They're resisting the temptation to simply vacuum up the billions of dollars flowing through traditional search ad channels and redirect them toward their platform. That is either extraordinary discipline or extraordinary strategy, and honestly, it might be both. The reason this matters is intent. Search advertising works because users signal clear commercial intent. They type in a query, they're looking for something specific, and ads align with that moment of need. ChatGPT conversations are longer, more exploratory, more nuanced. Someone asking ChatGPT about the pros and cons of a financial product is in a very different psychological state than someone Googling Best Credit Card 2024. OpenAI seems to understand that forcing search ad logic onto conversational AI would be a category error. It would degrade the user experience and potentially destroy the trust that makes ChatGPT valuable in the first place. But let's not romanticize this. This is still a company building a commercial advertising pipeline into a product that hundreds of millions of people use to ask sensitive, personal, and professional questions. The ethical considerations here are enormous. How transparent will OpenAI be about which responses are influenced by advertising relationships? How will users know where organic AI reasoning ends and paid placement begins? These are not hypothetical questions, they are the defining accountability questions of this new era. Adweek's coverage highlights that this self-service model dramatically lowers the barrier to entry for advertisers. Small businesses and mid-market brands can now access ChatGPT's audience without the enterprise-level budgets that typically gate premium ad inventory. That democratization sounds appealing on the surface, but it also means a much wider range of advertisers will be operating inside an environment where the line between information and promotion was already blurry to begin with. What OpenAI is building here isn't just an ad product. It's a new paradigm for commercial communication, one where persuasion happens inside the very tool people use to seek truth and make decisions. The stakes are higher than click-through rates and cost per acquisition metrics. The traditional advertising industry spent decades learning how to insert itself into media without destroying the media. Television survived commercials. Search engines thrived on ads. Social media monetized attention at extraordinary scale. But conversational AI is different in a way that should give everyone pause, because when the medium is a trusted voice, advertising doesn't just interrupt the experience. It becomes part of the answer. And the question worth sitting with tonight is this: when we can no longer tell where the answer ends and the advertisement begins, what exactly have we lost?